Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from my channel Older Women Rock, and hope you're having a great day. For those that have watched my videos before, you're probably wondering, that doesn't look like her usual style of dress. She's looking a little bit frumpy today. And you're right, I am. And that's what this video is about. So for those of you that have not watched my videos about, this is not my usual dress style. So if you're thinking, I don't think I'll be taking fashion tips from that woman, you'd be right. If you saw me dressed like this and suggesting that anybody dress like this. Frumpy. What is frumpy? Well, there's lots of adjectives we can give to frumpy. Old-fashioned, out of date, dowdy, dull, boring, baggy, saggy, matronly, mumsy. And one of the big things we can say about dressing frumpy is being too modest. Yes, you can be too modest. When you're a mature lady, you don't have to be super modest. Now, if you want to think about who dresses frumpy to get an idea, well, I am right now. Just go back. I've got some round-toed flat shoes on to go with this 3/4 length skirt, which does not suit me at all. I've got a huge blouse that's baggy and saggy with a big, bold print. There's nothing wrong with this blazer, but it's very boxy. It has no shape to it, and it has one of those necklines. This particular neckline often looks very frumpy if you're wearing another high neckline underneath. This whole too modest look can make you look older than what you are, and that's the other thing about looking frumpy. It definitely can make you look older. A lot of women think that as they get older, there's certain styles and things they're supposed to do, and one of them is dressing too modestly. You don't have to go that far with it. If you want to think about women who dress too frumpy, have a think about Hillary Clinton. Now, I am not saying anything about Hillary Clinton as a politician or as a person, and I'm sure in her everyday life, she has a different dress style. But when we saw her as a politician, dressed as a politician, I don't know who decided this. Somebody ultra-conservative, I think, decided to dress her in a very frumpy style. It really didn't do her any favors whatsoever. So one of the things she did was she wore this neckline, this round, high neckline with another high neck top underneath, and she often wore lengths like this that hit right in the wrong place on the thighs, or just an inappropriate length, because frumpiness or looking frumpy's got a lot to do about the length of the garment and where it sits on your body. Now, if you're really tall, some of these rules won't apply. Well, I won't say rules, but some of these guidelines won't apply. They apply a lot more for women who are petite or shorter, and even for women that are average height. Women that are tall can get away with looks a lot more easily, I think. Still, I don't really think that this is, I've thrown on these big baubles. You might like them, but I think with the whole outfit, they're just a little bit too mumsy. The other thing about frumpy, as I said, is boxy, it's saggy, it's baggy, it's outdated, it's too modest. So this video is not necessarily about taking an outfit and changing it so it doesn't look too frumpy or too aging. Don't forget, frumpy will make us look older. As we are mature women over 55 or 60, it is definitely going to make us look older, in my opinion. So we're not back in the 50s anymore, so we don't have to be overly modest. So know that this video is not necessarily about taking a frumpy outfit and making it de-frumpy. I don't know if that's a term, but I'll use that term. So I'm not going to be showing you how to take an outfit and transform it, but I will do that with a few of them. I will show you how a few subtle changes can style up an outfit and make you look younger and not so frumpy. But I think one of the key things about dressing in a frumpy way and looking older, and look, some of us might be doing this because we think we're supposed to. For some reason, we've got this notion, maybe it's been we've read it in magazines or heard it on TV, and we've seen clothing in the stores for mature women, and we think we're supposed to go down that path after a certain age. Well, have a look around, have a look on Instagram, and if you're on Pinterest, have a look around and see what women are really wearing, and have a look at some of the celebrities, some of your favorite celebrities. Have a look at women 60 and over or 55 and over and see what they're wearing in their casual wear. Not what they're wearing on the red carpet. They've all got stylists for that. They have stylists for just about everything, but sometimes they're out and about everyday wear. There's Julianne Moore. She dresses really on trend, and she's a really cool dresser. I love the way she dresses. There's Goldie Hawn and other women that you might think, like Sharon Stone. So think about some of your favorite celebs or some women. Hang about, lady, I'll show you a few more styles. Okay, so now I think I'm looking a lot more modern, more contemporary, and less frumpy. What did I do to change that outfit? I got rid of the big bauble necklace. I lowered the neckline on the blouse. I pinched it in at the waist with a fitting blazer that's more fitting to my shape. So I've given the whole outfit shape, because baggy and saggy is frumpy. Baggy and saggy looks frumpy. So I've taken the length up on the skirt slightly so it sits just below the knee. A much better length for a petite woman in particular than mid-calf. Mid-calf length, unless you're at least average height, in fact I would say unless you're reasonably tallish, isn't always the most flattering length. You have to be very careful of middies and mid-calf lengths, but if you're petite, stay away from them. I've added a heel. There's a heel there, so I don't have flatties on. I've got just a nice little pump heel on. And if I wanted to open the blazer up, I tucked the blouse in. So I'm not all baggy and saggy, and I added a little belt, not too wide, just a little belt for some definition with the gold buckle on it. It's subtle, but it gives a little bit of style and certainly definition to this outfit. So no longer am I looking frumpy. I'm looking a lot more contemporary. So I've pinched in the waist, I've tucked in, shortened the skirt, put the heels on, ditched the big baubles, lowered the neckline, so I'm not all covered up here. We're not nuns, lady, we're not nuns. We don't have to cover head to toe. So I'll show you a few more outfits, some more tragically frumpy outfits, and I will improve on some of them for you. Dressed in beige, monochromatic. I love the monochromatic look, but all beige, and particularly done in this style with the baggy shirt over the top, the beige pants. I've got my baubles back on, the blouse is buttoned right up to the top and it's buttoned right down to the bottom. And on my feet, I have what I call my sensible sandals. I don't know if you can see those. I actually wear these walking. I didn't buy them to wear as a fashion piece. They're that eco label. They're actually not cheap at all. They're about $140. They're incredibly comfortable. They're great for walking, but I don't wear them when I'm wearing one of my fashion garments. I think this is just too tame, too conservative, too modest, too predictable of what we expect a mature woman to dress like. I think it's very drab and dowdy. Let's see if we can fix this one just a little bit. I'm not sure how much I can do with this one, but let's give it a try. I'm feeling a lot less frumpy now. So what did I do to the big baggy shirt? I tucked it in. I gave my waist some definition. I even threw on a leopard print belt to just add a pop of contrast in there and something just a little bit more fun as well. I've put on a blazer, pinched in at the waist, a fitted linen blazer. I'm wearing a really cute charm, contemporary looking boho bracelet. So I've added different looks in there to give myself a little bit more edge. And I've got some tan ankle boots on. These are just a tan ankle boot to go with these. Well, I think they're pretty boring. I call them slacks. The word slacks would be appropriate for these. They were looking frumpy before, and of course I've opened up the shirt. It's not buttoned up all the way to my neck. So I've given everything more definition. I'm not so baggy and saggy. I'm not all covered up like I was before. I'm showing a little bit of neckline, which I think is really important. And I've added something contemporary with the belt, the bracelet, and the ankle boots as well. So I don't think I look so frumpy anymore. This is not my color. I don't wear this color that's in the blouses, these neutral beiges. They really wash me out. I'm very fair. I do think that I'm not looking quite so frumpy anymore from head to toe, baggy, saggy, beige. Frumpy? I think so. I know that women love tunics, the tunic tops or the caftans. Just be extremely wary of the length. I don't think I've ever seen a petite woman or even a woman under average height or even average height look great with a tunic and a big caftan over a skirt. I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's flattering at all. It really is important where your garments end, where the length of your garments end. This skirt is the wrong length. It's not a midi and it's not a maxi. It's actually sitting just above my ankles. It's completely the wrong length. I think the floral is drab. I think it's a bit of a old-fashioned looking floral print. Watch your prints. There's prints and prints. I stick to really small prints, but some women like bold prints. Once again, I've got this button right up the top. It's looking too modest. I've got my sensible sandals, Look, this might be extremely comfortable to wear, but it really screams frumpy. It's baggy, it's saggy, the florals, old-fashioned. As I said, be wary of the tunic tops, particularly in big, bold prints like this, and even more particular if you are petite. If you are short, you're going to be absolutely swamped. If you're wearing your big, baggy tunic top over a flowing, long skirt like this, it's all too much fabric. It really is quite frumpy. I've got my sensible sandals on again, which are making me look really short, really flat, and probably wider than what I am. The whole outfit's making me look a lot bigger, a lot wider, older. I just don't like big tunic tops over flowing skirts. In fact, when it comes to tunic tops, unless you're tall, I'm not really that keen on them. I don't think they suit short women. The length is usually wrong. Can I save this outfit? Not easily. The first thing I would do is shorten the top and give it some definition. Well, I couldn't tuck it in because it's too long and the skirt's see-through besides that. So I would just tie it. I might add a piece of jewelry that gives it a different look. A contemporary pair of long beads might help, and I would take off the sensible sandals, as much as they're wonderful to walk in, and I think they're totally appropriate for some outfits, but not this one. I think the whole look is just too sensible, too modest, too frumpy. I just don't think it has any style. So I would put my little tan boots on with this as well. If I can pull them up. Too lazy to undo the zips. I'm not too lazy. This is a lot of work doing all these wardrobe changes. So I don't know. I buy these garments from my local thrift stores. It helps them out. I get to use them for videos and then I donate them back again. So have I saved this outfit? I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Just be really wary of these long tunics, particularly if you're petite, and the big bold print. Personally, not in favor of them, particularly once again, even women of average height. This is just too baggy, saggy. Clam diggers, 3/4 chinos, whatever you want to call them. I'm not in favor of them. I'm sorry if I offend some ladies, but for petite women in particular, I'm not in favor. These ones are baggy. They're like a cargo style. There's too much fabric in them. The 3/4 length is all wrong for a petite woman or anyone that's even average and below. I just think it's not so flattering. And they're commonly worn with a baggy, long t-shirt that ends in the wrong length here on my thighs, my widest part. I don't need all this room in this t-shirt. Yes, it's comfortable. It is very comfortable. I've got this on with a pair of ballet flats, which is making me look even shorter and wider. The length of the top is all wrong because bigger and baggy doesn't make us look slimmer and smaller. It actually makes us look bigger. So could I save this outfit? Do I want to save this outfit? I would probably roll up the pants a little bit here to get them not so long, because they really are sorry to put my head down at you like that, they really are the wrong length. What kind of shoes would I wear? A sand shoe. I would wear a sand shoe or a white sneaker that's not too chunky. I won't be able to do those up with my head down. I would definitely, absolutely tuck. I would be tucking the t-shirt, absolutely, because the baggy, saggy t-shirt ending here was just so wrong, it wasn't funny. And well, maybe I'll throw on a denim jacket, because that always adds a bit of image and style to anything, whether it be a dress, pants, no matter. And I'd probably roll up the cuffs for a little bit more of an image. And me being me, I would probably throw on a scarf once again for a little bit more of a smart casual look. How did I go? How did I go? It wouldn't be my favorite outfit. Look, if you like the 3/4 pants, you wear them. This is just my theories, but I do think on petite women that 3/4 length is a bit dangerous, and I know 100% wearing long tops that sit right on your thighs, particularly if they're baggy, do you absolutely no favors and do look frumpy. I have to watch my shoelaces here. I almost tripped on them because I haven't done them. It would take too long. I have to have a sip of water. Do you mind? Talking, and it's getting warm today. Okay. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. Bit of a challenge trying to transform some of these outfits. That wasn't my original idea, but I thought, oh, what the heck, have some fun with it. Thanks for watching, and I really do appreciate that. See you again soon. Bye-bye now.